We always like to throw in some fun demos. So before we get into it, we've looked at conversational AI, which is what we did earlier. We spoke to it. We looked at some typing, but it's always changing. So I'm going to show you something new. These are actually my prescription glasses. These are the Ray-Ban Meta Wayfarers. They use Meta, Facebook's AI. And what you see here is my live phone. And so as you see, most all of your apps are going to look like this. We have our interface, our settings, we have some suggestions, and we have our input bar. Now you see here, we also have the talk so we can have that conversation. But now, why we say it's time to jump in the water, hop on the surfboard and paddle now rather than waiting for later is because it's always changing. What we're going to do is I have 4 kids, so I'm decent at drawing, you know, I know cats and dogs, but here's what we're gonna do. What am I looking at?
You were looking at a whiteboard with a drawing of a mouse on it.
Now it's talking to me. I couldn't get the mic to feed in through the speakers, but what am I looking at? You're looking at a whiteboard with a drawing of a mouse on it, okay? How could I use something funny like this? Maybe one of my kids' drawings of a mouse as an exterminating service to create something that really appeals to the family dynamic instead of, you know, poison and toxin and mouse traps that really invites me into more family-friendly venues.
Playful and lighthearted approach can be a great way to appeal to families and make your exterminating service more approachable and relatable. Here are a few ideas for how you can use a funny mouse drawing to create a family-friendly brand identity. 1. Use the mouse as a mascot.
All right, let's stop at 1. Just give me that one for now. And so again, sometimes it may take it a little bit to pop up, but what you're looking at is now you're getting into a point to where you have wearable tech. And this is where we're going. Eventually, you know, desktops, I'm shocked they still exist, honestly. Laptops still have their function and utility. We've got cell phones, which a lot of entrepreneurs in certain industries have just switched to running their whole business off of phones and, you know, Alexa or something like that. And now we're looking at actually being able to use, and there we go, actually being able to use wearable tech. Yes. Google Lens now use Gemini, or that's they're trying to work on that. Google got a lot of flack for being an innovator with Google Glasses, but they set the stage. Apple, you know, the Oculus, it's like this. I wouldn't wear it outside, but they're doing some impressive stuff where you can have multiple workspaces and be working on those. You can, you know, I can have one back there and one over there so I can walk around. But right now, this is where everything's going. Now, why do I show you this? Huh? Go ahead. Meta, this is the Meta Wayfarer, the Meta glasses. Meta, which is Facebook, Instagram. And so you can actually, this takes 4K video, 4K images. You can do voice call, transcription, stuff like this. This is just an example with the mouse, but where I use this, and I'll show you in the document workshop, is, you know, Rocketbook. Who's ever used Rocketbook? Who takes hand notes? Even though we live in a digital age, who takes hand notes still? I just love the feel of a pen. And so what happens? Do you type those notes? Do you transcribe them in? Do you do data entry, or do you just work off of them and keep a big? Okay, so what I've started doing is I used Rocketbook. It did okay and whatnot, but what I've started doing is actually taking images of my notes, and then I'll go in and have it organize them into an agenda, into meeting notes, into blank. And so why do I show you this? Like, oh man, these, you know, I didn't know we're coming to a glasses class. Why I'm showing you this is because no matter how advanced this gets, one thing stays the same: how we interact with it, how we communicate with it. And that's where prompting is so powerful. And so what we'll do is I'm going to go back to some of our demos, and I took notes. Martin and I took notes this morning to Taylor. We're going to go through the concepts and work through them. But a lot of what today is showing you the progression of prompting from beginner. We'll try to get as advanced as we can. You're going to get a copy of the slide deck, so you'll be able to continue on in that. But just to show you how it's not just I'm being funny on the computer to one sentences, to how you can create workflows that transform and automate various parts of your business, to even how you can interact with spreadsheets. We're going to try to get that demo in today, to where it's not just creating copy, it's how can I talk to a spreadsheet.
Yep, cool.
You said it would organize your notes. Is that in your phone or can you get it? Because I used to.
If I'm logged into the same account on everything, it syncs across.